Welcome to the Open Bar Podcast with Gino and me.
What's up?
The one and only Ricardo. Fuck it, we're gonna go with that one. Today we are over here at Manny's studio, aka TOK 865 Studios. He was kind enough to let us borrow his space once again. Glad to be back over here. Such a nice space. Such a good atmosphere. Feels good to record.
Beautiful.
We're drinking the one and only El Segundo for like the, how many times again? We've only had it twice on this podcast, right?
Yeah, it's the second time. Look, yesterday I was just craving some Stone Cold. Like, I really like this beer. Yesterday I was craving for it. And I was watching some, since I have the Peacock app, I've been watching some like wrestling things. And I've been watching Stone Cold. Stone Cold has his own podcast, the Broken Skull podcast. So I've been watching a lot of that. And he's always drinking that. And I was like, man, makes me want to grab one. So yesterday I bought one. I was craving for it. Didn't even drink it yesterday. So brought it here. I was like, fuck it. Like, it's a good beer. It's a really good beer to drink.
Hey, it's a good beer to drink.
Stone Cold.
This is, yeah, because
You want to sponsor us?
Yeah, man. By this time,
I will
if
gladly
we do have some
tell
listeners
people
and
about this
whatnot,
beer.
we always trying something new, but this is something we have on the regular. More them than me, but I still have this pretty often. So
Yeah, because
it's damn
they
good.
sell like the single cans at HEB.
What, ours?
Yeah, or no, not at ours. I
Yeah.
wish, but every now and then I'm like, let me just grab one.
Yeah.
Go for it. Like,
For sure.
well, I don't know. You want to talk about something?
I was just gonna say, after last episode, who we had Mr. C Rayy and E Twiss. You know, we talked about how they had a song together, or they were working on it. Well, song got finished, and we got to be part of the video too. So,
I'm like, I was there like almost the entire time. I was
Yeah.
in so many shots. I'm only used at the very last shot. I was like, oh my God. I'm barely used in that video.
It's I don't know, man. What can I tell you? It's just sometimes you go in the back room and some scenes gotta get cut, man.
Look, it's funny
Yeah.
because whenever I left the video, y'all were still shooting, and I guess
Yeah.
y'all did more shots of like of them walking through.
Yeah.
So like in the opening scene, I wasn't there because he filmed that already, and I guess he
Yeah.
filmed it after I left, and he did it, and he used those.
Hey, man, why you giving all the secrets? You're giving too many details, man.
It's okay. They can't picture it yet. I'm just trying to talk about how I was there, like
Yeah.
how I'm barely in there.
Yo, man. And I got to be like the third most important role in that fucking video, man.
The third. I'll consider you like number one or two.
Well, I consider like C Rayy and E Twiss like they're the main part of the video, but after that it was like all on me, man. That was strange, man. Like I volunteered for it, and then after I didn't think it was gonna happen, and they were like, "So you want to do it?" I'm like, "Oh, let's do it." But I don't know, man.
It's funny.
The video is gonna come out dope though. It's
I don't
coming
know.
out soon.
I don't know. Yeah, as soon as dropping. But I know it was something we had to put eye contacts. I know you've never done eye contacts. I've never done it. I don't want to say I refuse to, but like, nah, I never wanted to do it. Like, I'm afraid to.
I've been that person that's like, just thinking of touching my eye is like, it just irks me. But
What about you, Manny? Have you put contacts? It takes. Yeah. See, easy. Oh.
like,
yeah. It's easy for you, but like I'm talking about like the first time you tried it. Like, were you afraid? No. Oh. I don't know.
As a kid, I used to flip my eyelids inside out.
I don't like to like.
That's Downey. It was very easy to put on.
Yeah, but did Donnie kind of like explain to you his struggle? Oh my God! Because you were downstairs. I was sitting upstairs in the little like chapel room, and oh man, just we're waiting for Donnie to be in the shot, and we were just waiting. And it's hot. There's like no AC. Oh my God, we're just sweating with these lights on us. We're like, damn, where's Donnie? We're like, and then somebody had to go check on him. Yeah, he was struggling. See, I feel like that would have been me. That's why I didn't want to put eye contacts on. I've never done it. I was kind of. I don't think I'm afraid to put it in. It's more so taking it out. Like, I'm
Yeah, that's what she said. Oh man, my bad. I swear I'm going But yeah, nah, man, it was a good experience because now once that video's out, I have to share it and everybody sees me dressed as a priest. But what can I say? I'm a natural. It's part of my acting beginning of my acting career, man.
And there you go.
It
You
goes up from
wanna
there.
you wanna like show like some like acting things? Just send them that. You're like, yeah, just watch. You can watch the whole video if you want. Support my friend, but you can watch me, and then towards the end,
Yeah,
like
that's my first starring role.
that ending is like I laugh at it all the time. It's just so funny.
Dude, we're talking about a serious song and a serious video. Don't be making fun of me and my goals as an actor.
No.
This is the beginning. But yeah, looking forward to that. A lot of new music, but a lot of people. Anything you been listening to, man?
Honestly, no. Like anything new? I haven't really been listening to anything new. I guess. Oh man, I've just been still like on this underground kind of. I've been listening to still a lot of Griselda, Rock Marcy, and just like whatnot. Like I be at whenever I'm at work, I just throw that on. Sometimes I'm like, dang, I think I listened to this like way too much. I should be listening to something else. But lately, that's just the type of shit I've just been listening to. I haven't like moved anything else, listen to anything else.
I don't know, man. I've been jamming to some. I told you I was listening to Jid a lot, and then I went back to listen to everything just like when I got to them. But they're both dope, man.
I listened to that Splun Village album. Have you heard that recently?
Not that recently, but
I haven't heard it probably since it came out, and
Yeah.
I decided to listen to that again. And no, it's not a bad. I think I listened to that album. Like I forget how many, because in my head I thought like Jid, because Jid is part of Splin Village, right? Is that how you say it? Splin Village?
Spill Village.
Spill Village. There you go.
Yeah.
He's like a part of it, because like when I was hearing every song, I'm like, dang, Jid is like on every song, but yeah, he's a part of it. It's him and Earth Gang, right?
Earth Gang and some.
And somebody else.
Yeah, I think somebody else, but just I mean, I know I'm excited because he's supposed to drop an album soon, or apparently at least this year. And same thing for Earth Gang, which I still think Earth Gang is a little slept on. As part as Dreamville too, man. But they're gonna come up. I believe it. I believe it.
No, yeah, I see it. I see the potential. Shit, yeah, in Earth Gang and in Jid, everybody likes him. Every time I hear Jid on the feature, he kills it.
Hell
Every
yeah.
time, like even when I hear Earth Gang on the feature, Earth Gang did that song with Toby, and you know,
Oh yeah. Toby Nig. How do you say his name?
Nuwabik.
Damn, learn your artist names by now.
But yeah, Earth Gang was on that song, and I really liked that song. I thought their feature was like really, really dope.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want to talk a little bit about Earth Gang again real quick. I don't know. Check them out. That's it. But I don't know. Talking about new music, you buy a lot of music like vinyls and records, right? We were just talking about this yesterday.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We were just talking about, man.
I would say we're just talking, well, at least me, like how vinyls have been like the big shit now. Because like,
Yeah.
all right, so like the vinyl like business, I like for what the future holds, like I think that shit is not going away for a while. Like how 20 years ago vinyls were kind of somewhat extinct. Like no major artists were dropping, buy my vinyls.
Yeah.
Everybody was still like CDs.
It went
I
from-
think that was still like the main thing at the time, at least 20 years ago. And then 2010s came along, iTunes. So, but like it's so crazy how like big like the vinyl community and like how like it's like what it's doing, because that shit's not going away. I think that shit's gonna stay here for a very long time. Like, and then especially how like they do different color schemes, like with how they kind of became so creative with like selling a record. Like records
man.
are expensive now.
Not yet, but I know I've seen your records. I see you most of the time when you buy a record, and I know by now your collection is getting pretty big, man. And I've been with a person that I've been wanting to start, but it's just I know it's money consuming, and I know once I start, it's gonna be like I'm not gonna be able to stop because I see the artists I like dropping like their vinyls, and I'm like, yo, I want to buy that shit. I don't even have a record player, just because they're getting so creative with the coloring and whatnot. The Black Keys are dropping a new album this year or soon. I've been jamming to them a lot. I don't know why I didn't talk about that when I was talking about the music. Yeah, I've been jamming Black Keys a lot, like only because I got into them late, but I just like their sound so much, and now they're dropping a new album.
Oh, that's cool. I have seen a record of them. I saw it like on Amazon. I should have bought it. Like I think I saw it last year.
Yeah,
But yeah, I did see that. They, like, you said that they are dropping an album this year.
yeah. And so I got like a Spotify email saying like, you know, Black Keys have a special gift for you. I get to pre-order like whatever, but that shit sold out in like minutes. I'm like, all right, cool. But pretty much we were talking about just vinyls, how I think collecting vinyls is kind of part of the craze that's going on right now with everybody. It's really into collectibles.
Yeah. No. Oh, look. Check this out. All right. So, what's his name? Conway released an album.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks ago. So today he dropped the vinyl release. So I went and bought it today. So what's also even crazy within this vinyl community, there's this thing called like OB Records, and what it is.
Original buy, or what does that mean?
I honestly don't know what the OB means, but it's this Japan, like I don't know if you've seen it before.
Oh, it's just like a special little.
It's like a strip, like a Japanese strip.
Yeah.
Like on the side, and that shit is like crazy. If you have one of those, you could sell your record for like 5 times the price. It's so crazy just because it has that strip.
And how many of them come like that? It's like a
Dude,
very rare thing, or what?
Yeah, they sell like 20.
Yeah.
20 out of like, let's say 5,000. So like those are like super hard. Oh, it's a OBI OB Records. But yeah, it's like this Japanese strip, and it's just basically just saying the artist name and like whatnot. It's weird, but today I was able to get one from Conway's La Máquina because they sold 500 of those, making it more of those. So I bought one. It's a pink OB with like the pink record. I was like, yo, I finally got, yeah. It's like that Japanese strip. That's all it is. Just because of that, like the IG community and like the vinyl community on Instagram, like people go crazy for that shit. I don't know why. I don't know, but
No, but
that shit sells way more.
ever since you started talking about Griselda way back in the day, which you don't shut up about them. One thing I always admired about them is just, I don't know, the way they keep their fan base happy with the merch that they drop, the vinyls that they drop, very unique, especially if you're making something that's a limited quantity. Man, it just makes other people want it so much more. So that's why.
Yeah, they're like
all these prices
a Supreme drop. It really is.
Oh yeah. So, man.
No, so from collectibles, yeah, people like that are doing records. Now, what's the new thing? Fucking NFT. I know you kind of you know a little bit more about NFT than me, but whatever. But it seems like everybody's a lot, or at least artists, they're switching over to do NFT because that's the other, like quality or just limited edition. Everybody likes limited edition shit. So.
Yeah, but I don't know if people have heard NFTs, or by now they might at least have seen the word somewhere, and like a lot of people don't give a shit. But it's still like, I don't get it, man. It's getting really popular. NFT, which stands for non-fungible token. So it's like,
Oh, okay. I was like, what? I don't even know what NFT stood for.
so it's just something that has no exchangeable value. It's just, but it's on the internet. And dude, that's it on the internet. Like, you're gonna pay for something that I could just Google and look at it. Like, of course they get their own ownership, and they're like, they get the bragging rights to say they own a certain piece, anything that could be that's online. And
Yeah,
people are paying mad money for it.
Mad
and,
money.
And I don't know. I mean,
So, all right. So one thing I don't get, maybe you might know, but like, an artist release a song on NFT. So basically somebody's buying and owning that song, and they could do whatever they want with that song. They could release it if they want to, or they could just hold on to it and never release it. Like how does a song work?
I mean, I could see them doing that. Like what was it? Didn't the Wu-Tang do that with their? Was it Wu-Tang or who was it?
Yeah. The Wu-Tang
To where
did that.
like they had this album and this
It was only like one copy.
only one made, so they could do that on the internet, and I guess so. But nah, I don't know. I don't know how they're doing it, man. That would be a good use for it, and that people are just bidding, and then after that they could do whatever they want. But I see some people like releasing it and then it's still on Spotify. Or, I don't know, man. To me, I just don't understand why people are paying so much money for it. But it is something that's growing, and then everybody's trying to get in it. I do believe there's, a form of this is gonna be like a permanent thing in the future. But right now, I don't know, man. I feel like it's still everybody's figuring it out and trying to make easy money because they're making money, man. Like so.
It is crazy. So a few weeks ago, I was watching Steve-O. He has a podcast as well. I don't know if you know, but he has his own podcast, and he had Mark Cuban on there. I was like, man, that's an interesting guest to have. Steve-O, Mark Cuban. I was like, sure, I'm gonna watch this. And the first like 30 minutes is like Mark Cuban explaining what NFT is in a way to Steve-O, and like Steve-O was saying, he's like, yo, I have all these. Because I guess Steve-O basically like videotaped and took photos of his whole life
Like
throughout
his stunts and shit.
Yeah. So he has unreleased shit.
Oh.
Photos and videos. And Mark Cuban was like, yo, wrap that up, put that into an NFT. You're going to make some money. You got a good fan base already. They're going to want that exclusive shit. And I was like, because everything.
See, like that. That's a perfect use. Yeah. It's unreleased footage nobody's ever seen.
Yeah, and he has a good following.
Like you say, he has a great, I'm sure a big following.
Oh, yeah.
And even if it's not the biggest, there's like people that are really interested into his shit. So there's going to be some demand for it.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, that's what he said. He was like, there's going to be like demand. They're going to want to see some unreleased stuff that you never shown. You know, everybody likes to see your stunts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, damn. But like everything, and they'll go off topic, and then like they'll say something. Mark Cuban's like, yo, make that into an NFT. He's like, he said like a line. He's like, yo, you should use that line. I've never heard nobody say that. Put that into an NFT. I'm like, God damn it. I can tell he's a businessman.
He's just thinking about how to make money with every single thing. I'm like,
Yeah, that's literally how I saw that episode. Like everything, he's like, yo, make that into an NFT. I'm like, God damn it. He really is like the businessman. Like,
I'm telling you. Oh man, my phone. I'm telling you. I mean, as far as me trying to learn about NFTs and cryptos and all that, Mark Cuban is one of the main people that I've seen talking about it.
I would say check out that episode. It's a cool episode.
Yeah.
They do talk. I mean, they talk a little bit more about whatever, but he at least like the first 15 minutes, he kind of explains to Steve-O what NFT is. So,
I wouldn't mind him. I wouldn't mind seeing him on the Steve-O podcast.
but it's a cool thing.
How's his podcast? What does he do?
They're
They're just talking, or they're just joking around, or
No, yeah, it's just talk.
It's
Like
serious?
Steve-O's like the host, and he just asks questions just to know about the guest.
yeah.
Every episode, he always has a new guest, but like no, he's been having like really really good just guests. He had like Method Man one time, Logic, Stone Cold. I saw Stone Cold. I was like, oh yeah, I'm watching that. He has like a bunch of his like jackass friends that's been on there. So it's if you're a fan of Steve-O, I suggest it. It's a pretty cool, good little laugh.
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay, so random shit. So since last night I could not like fall asleep. I saw a article that basically said it takes 103 folds of a piece of paper to be bigger than the universe. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean?
What does that mean? Yeah.
Okay, so I looked it up. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? Whatever. And basically, it's basically true. Like on a single piece of paper, like just a regular loose leaf paper, you could fold it in half at least 7 to 8 times. So people have been trying to break that record, and people have done it up to the 13. That's the record breaking. They folded a piece of paper 13 times in half. So if you do the math correctly, which scientists have proven, that if you fold a single piece of paper 42 times, you will reach the sun. Like if you fold a paper 42 times in half, because it expands. Like you know the loose leaf paper is like one side, so you fold it, it's 2 layers, and then if you fold that, it's 4 layers. So you know it's going up and up and up. So if you do it 42 times, a piece of paper will reach the moon. I mean the sun. I was like, what? That's fucking. I was like, that's kind of crazy. If you do it 50 times, it's gonna reach the moon. And then if you do it 103 times, it will be bigger than the universe. That's fucking insane. Folding paper, like.
I still don't know what the hell that means.
like folding. Like,
I get it, but
so whenever you fold paper, it stacks. It's gonna get bigger and bigger. If you fold it 42 times, because think about it. You're basically having this huge ass piece of paper, like from country to country, I'm assuming, you know. So you fold that 42 times, that shit will reach the sun. Like,
oh my god,
you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but that's the most randomest shit that you could ever talk about.
No, but like I saw it, and because it's so interesting. But like I was like, holy shit! Like nobody thinks about that. Like I'm like, I guess it's never been like a possibility, but that's a true fact. Like I was like, oh shit! I was like, that's pretty interesting. Like this is why I couldn't fall asleep last night. Like
You have the next, what's it called? Exponential crisis or
not really. I just went down like a YouTube just videos. Like let me see people trying to fold pieces. I was watching people fold paper.
Oh man.
You know, I know you do. Porter Robertson. That's his name.
Yeah.
So yesterday, I guess he had a virtual show. Did you know about this? Damn, I don't remember the name of it. It was like Starlight, whatever. It was trending on Twitter last night, and I was just like, and I clicked on it to see like what it was, and I guess he was having this like virtual show. So you click on it, or he posted a tweet. It's like a website. It's meant for like your VR or a desktop. So you click on this link. It takes you to like, it's kind of like a virtual like festival.
Yeah.
Like a virtual festival, and then you're logged in with an avatar, and it has your city and state, and you see all these cities or even different countries that people are in this room, and then they have the stage, and then you see also on the corner you see him live playing it. I was like, holy shit! Like
That's dope. No, that's dope. That's the type of shit that's like it's happening a lot right now, and it's gonna get bigger. And it's the type of shit I'm like, oh, we're in the future now.
we really are. Like when I
we're-
saw that, because I remember it's crazy because like a few days ago I was listening to, I don't remember his one album, but it's that album when it has like a hand. I have the record.
Flying Lotus.
No, by Porter Robinson.
Oh, Divin. No.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like a blues.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of it, but I was listening to that because I actually owned the record of that. So, I was just listening to it. But I remember you telling me about him that you're just like, yo, this guy is very creative in his like. I can hear it in his music, but visually, like his shows are like very creative. Like he puts so much work, like in craft into like his live shows.
Yeah.
So like for him to even like, when I saw him doing that, I was like, oh man, that's pretty cool to even do this like a virtual type style. Like it was pretty crazy. You have your own avatar, and like mine would say like Texas, like I think it would just say Texas, US. And I saw like all these other people from like Mexico, Singapore, and whatnot just in there. I was like, damn, that's probably the future.
Nah, man, and especially with the way with like we were just talking about the NFTs and
yeah, that's what it is. The Secret Sky.
yeah, like NFTs and all this transactions that are being done online. Where I really think like the future is going towards all that. I don't know if everybody would adapt to it, but like the whole crypto thing, the whole paying online, making everything online. I know a lot of people are scared of it, but it is happening like as we're speaking right now, man. And I know some part of NFTs, they're actually having like virtual real estate, which to me is the stupidest shit in the fucking world. But there's people that would pay for it.
Well, like, what do you mean?
Like, let's say somebody makes a fake hologram of fucking
like
a city
like
or
a server,
or
like
like a server, or something. Then it could be in a game probably. It's most likely like on a video game or some sort of place like that. But then they own a property, but it's in a virtual property, and they feel like that's gonna be a big part of NFTs. And I don't get that part. Why would you pay? But
yeah, I don't know.
I'm saying this.
I
Why
feel-
why would you pay for that? It's my thought, but people are doing it. People are spending mad money.
But who are the people? Are they like already just rich, established people that like? Do they feel like this is moving forward, or is this trying to just flex on us middle class people? Like, is it like I don't know, like you're saying, like what is the purpose? So, but it's like I'm assuming if they're selling it for like what 30, 40,000, are you just,
I don't know, man.
like why would people? Yeah, like, I would say just a rich person would
I
have to
haven't
like.
looked into that because to me, yeah, that's just stupid. Just saying you own whatever. I don't want to talk about this no more. But shout out to Porter Robinson.
No, but yeah. So like he had this, him playing like on the side, but then you had like the whole avatar just on
Just
the
like
thing.
Fortnite.
Yeah. So like I thought that was like pretty cool, and I was in it. I saw it yesterday. So
Well, thanks for the invite. That's an event. You could be like, yo, join me on this virtual concert, man.
I don't even know how to send it. I did it on my phone. But it was just like, don't do it on your phone. Do it on the desktop to get a full experience or a VR like headset. So like that's crazy.
Soon enough, like through virtual reality, you're gonna have a fucking hologram of yourself.
Everybody's gonna have their own.
It's
avatar.
like that. It's like that close. Yeah, it starts off with an avatar. Before you know it, it's just like a hologram of you, where you could really, I don't know, it could really change a lot of shit.
I don't think it'll be. I don't know, like fully into like my lifetime, but.
No, I'm not saying holograms. Holograms like you pull up a hologram right here, but I'm talking like once you put on the
like the
VR
headset,
goggles,
yeah.
you're in. Yeah, that's the only way that I can see it happening.
Just do it like a Elder Scrolls like way. Just like play like Elder Scrolls. Like you could create what family you want to be in or whatever.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that do shit like that already.
And then, yeah, you could just you want to fight, bam, just
Oh yeah, that's why there's so much, all these,
yeah. If you turn the real fighting into
all
like the
these,
virtual
all these
fighting,
online keyboard thugs that are ready to talk shit. I'm like, all right, step up on the virtual field.
but no, but like I said, I was listening to his album. I was listening to it. I was like, man, it is like a pretty feel good album. I haven't heard it in a minute. Cause the only time I really listen to it is probably just like whenever I decide to play it. But yeah, every time I do play it, I'm like, man, it's a really just good album.
Yeah, I like that album. By now, I don't really listen to Porter Robinson a lot. I stopped following him on Instagram. Because, I mean, I got into him whenever he was like a DJ, EDM DJ. He was making actual EDM. Right now, this is, I don't know, it's a whole lot of different sound. Super chill music, super, I don't know.
It feels very theatrical. Like his music is like,
Yeah. So,
but like the amount of
but-
like layering and how he like sequenced the songs.
Yeah, but from a lot of artists that I've seen, they're that were kind of relevant as DJs for some time, and then I don't know. I feel like the whole EDM scene changed. There's only a few that have been able to like get out of like just making those EDM songs and be taken more seriously into crafting their sound. He's definitely one of them that he tried to be unique as soon as possible, and then it was like a gamble, but it fucking worked out for like good for him. And then it's very experimental.
Well, I don't really keep up with electronic music as much, but like, how is it now? Like, what's the scene of it now?
Ah man, that's not my thing no more. I'm too
Really?
old now. I'm too old. Well, I mean, especially since I haven't been. Technically, there has been like no concerts in like
Yeah.
a year, and now they're starting back up, and I'm like, hell, no, I'm gonna get that close like it used to be before. It's not that I don't miss like going to like those type of shows, but now it's like I don't want to be in that many people like that
Yeah.
to where you're like shoulder to shoulder. I don't keep up with the new artists, but I'm sure.
But like, what's the sound? Is it still just the same sound? Like,
I don't even know
your
that either.
typical-
I feel like dubstep's still big right now.
oh really?
I don't know.
Because like I've seen videos already. They're just like already talking about like how like it's like documentaries on like dubstep. I'm like, damn, dubstep is like it's gotten that old in a sense. Like it's 10 years already, and we're like they can make little documentaries and saying like how big it's
Yeah,
not
it came
anymore.
out. It came out and got big in like 2012, and people thought it was gonna be over. Like that's a year thing. And right now, all those rave heads, they're like they mostly go over there to headbang the dubstep. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
So, shout out to dubstep.
Yeah, no, cause not going to like festivals and whatnot, like I don't know, like what even is the scene, like in electronic music like that, but
I don't know. There's a lot of house music. House music, like, it's been very, very popular.
yeah, that's been
So-
popular for years. So
So yeah, I know they're starting to sell festival tickets already.
oh yeah, like I've seen it, like it's becoming a lot. Like you saw Rolling Loud, right?
Yeah,
You got like Rolling Loud. You got Bonnaroo that's opening up.
And they're-
Austin City Limits hasn't said anything, but I'm positive that's gonna open up.
that one's what
And
September?
like September, October.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's gonna open up.
they're gonna shit. If they're doing it in other states, you can't believe they're gonna. You best believe they're gonna do it
Yeah,
here
they're
in
gonna come to
Texas,
Texas.
where they don't give a shit.
I know for a fact Bad Bunny has his own concert with those expensive ass tickets.
That became like that's what everybody.
Stop.
That's what happens when we already talked about Bad Bunny before. When you're the biggest artist in the world, kind of, everybody's talking about his tour and shit.
Yeah, because he's like, well, I mean, his tour is not till next year,
Yeah.
but like, he's kind of like the first person. I'm assuming already solo doing this world tour in a way, right? I'm assuming. I know
I think,
the weekend.
Didn't the Weeknd announce it?
He announced it, but
But
he
it-
hasn't
it-
sold the tickets.
Well, I don't know, but it's still,
Oh, I don't think so.
it seems like they're planning for next year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at least for the bigger shows, they are waiting until next year till hopefully it's better. But
Oh no! Right now, yeah, they're like, no, we're doing these festivals because they want to put all these artists in there because artists need money now.
they want that money. I don't know.
Um,
They're smart. They're going all over. They're like, let's go to Florida, let's go to Texas. They don't give a fuck, and then they get their money.
even Mark Rebier, he's doing a tour as well, like this year. He hasn't announced Texas, but he says like he had listed everywhere, and I was like, damn, I kind of want to go.
But the way, what kind of venues is he doing?
Last time I saw it, it was like a very kind of like small venue.
That's
like,
what I mean. Because
It's
with
in
him,
the whole like
with him, I could see it because he'll fit great in a little venue that's got like different tables for like different groups of people.
yeah.
To him, that would be great. That way they could have some sort of social distancing, and the way he performs would be even better for him. But I'll be dope. Is he gonna be here anywhere near?
No, well, he's in other states, and I was like, damn, he's not coming to Texas. But I saw somebody commented that, and he commented back saying he's like, I got something special for Texas, and I was like, people were saying that he might do ACL, so that's what they're saying. I was like, damn, that'd be cool, but I don't know if I want to spend ACL tickets just to see Mark, depending on who else is gonna be there. But I would
ACL.
I would Austin City Limits.
No, I know,
Well,
but no, because I was trying to think whether it was in the same week. Well, because I mean, during ACL, there's also a lot of concerts like after it, all through 6th Street.
oh yeah,
So
yeah.
there's even during the festival, there's a lot of like shows going on because I mean they got that many people around there. So maybe he's doing one of those. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I would definitely see him again.
Your boy. The one and
I even
only.
saw I even saw Benny's doing a tour too. So yeah, it's starting to seem like it's starting to become normal in a way. People are starting to do tours, fucking festivals. A little bit. See, that's like the more when you sent me that Diplo here at Cowboys, holy shit! Like that was crazy. You saw the video?
Did you see that?
Oh my god, that shit was.
Like, I saw that event on Facebook like months ago, and I'm like, all right. I hit interested just to keep up with it because I'm like, all right, we're still in a pandemic. What the fuck is happening? Is this really gonna happen? I didn't think it was gonna happen. I'm like, let me just keep up with it, see what you get notifications about it. And then the day happened, I got a notification starting now. And then the next morning, I see those videos. Holy fuck, they packed Cowboys just like as packed as it could be, dude. Like that looked as lit as a fucking rave could be. And I'm like, yep.
Yeah, it really was like.
Put a good name to San Antonio. We're doing a great job at social distancing.
Just sweaty and spreading germs all.
Spreading love through that plur, man. What are you talking about?
Plur. But all right, so right now this year they're opening up festivals and whatnot. When are you gonna do a festival again? When do you plan on doing a festival?
Shit.
Do you want to do a festival again?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not scared of them. It's just, I don't know. Next year? Why not? Even this year, shit. I got my vaccine. I got second one coming.
He got his too.
I'm not telling you to take your vaccine, but, take your vaccine, fam. I'm trying to be out there in those concerts without having anxiety that I'm there. I'm like, I want concerts to go back to normal.
Imagine just going to concert and just like rocking a mask. Like, how imagine doing that in is EDC still happening? They moved it to October? Is that still happening?
No. I think it got canceled. October.
Maybe, I don't know.
I just saw a post by Pasquale, the main guy from EDC, and whatever date they currently had, they had to cancel it because Vegas didn't let them have venues like that or events like that until they had at least 60% of people vaccinated. Something like that.
What? All right, so check this out. So EDC doesn't happen this year. Do you think EDC is gonna move locations and say Nevada doesn't want to work with us? We'll do it at Texas.
Nah, it's not that. That guy seems to be pretty reasonable and just trying to work with just trying to get one to happen. I mean, he does so many other festivals that completely got canceled.
Oh, okay.
Over the past year, to where they were just doing them virtually on like virtual festivals. Remember we talked about that
last year?
Last year, yeah. But EDC was like the big one, so they're really trying to make it happen. And they're really trying to make it happen because a lot of people, they paid for their last year tickets. And
They never got refunded?
Well, I think I'm not sure exactly, but for sure a lot of people just kind of like roll it over to next year. So I feel like a lot of people are just waiting to go to the festival they already paid for. So it's that.
That sucks.
And they keep changing the dates, It's in Vegas. A lot of people have to travel from any distance. They're like, when the fuck is it?
Because they need to get the plane tickets.
It's a whole lot of that. Plane tickets, living situation, all that. So,
if not, if I'm struggling, give me my, $500-600, even more dollars back.
And then here people are like, so how can I get my refund? And that's where they don't reply. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what the refund policy is, but
yeah,
people want to go to festivals.
Damn, I had something. I don't know. EDC, I don't remember what I had.
Oh man, this is the best podcast ever. Shout out to Manny. How's that, El Segundo?
It's good. Have you had the other one? What's the other one called? It has like a car. Same brand. You gave it to me once. I don't remember the name of it. You don't remember?
Are you asking Manny?
Yeah, I'm asking Manny.
I don't know.
But it's like an El Segundo. It's like it has like a blue thing. They sell it at the HEB. Like they usually kind of have it next to this. So if you ever see the same brand name and see that it's same price and everything,
I've seen it, but
it's good too.
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I've seen it plenty of times, and I'm like, just because it's made by the El Segundo, I'm like, it might be good, but I haven't heard like you talk about it. Cause I don't know.
I think I remember Manny was talking. He was like, "Yo, he's like anything I see as a window." He's like,
Yeah, for that one, I needed somebody to tell me that's
buying,
good.
buying.
Because
Rogue.
because if I'm gonna go try to pick something out, I'm gonna try to find me some good sour.
El Camino.
El Camino, that's the one. Oh, okay.
Remember this one?
Yeah,
Have you been to? Yeah.
I've seen it in the cans though, like this size, 16.
Have you been? What's that store? Twin, or not twin? Where they sell alcohol in
Twin
form?
Liquors,
Not Twin Liquors, but the other one.
the wine place. The
Yeah, Total Wine. Is it,
yeah,
have you been there recently?
nah.
I haven't been there recently. I think next pod we should go there, or at least one of us pick up a beer, just a random one.
That's what we're doing when we started.
I know. I just been going to HEB because it's like
But-
down the street.
I don't know. They've been adding so much beer to HEB, and I don't have a problem picking a new one. They've been adding a lot of sours, even at our little store. I was surprised. And bigger stores, it's just like they always have like a new sour that just sounds so delicious. And I'm telling you, I haven't had beer in like 2 weeks, and
It's good.
I'm craving a sour, dude. Especially now that it's getting hot.
Oh, it's getting super
It's
hot.
so hot. Ooh,
Dude, go to the river, grab and bring some sour beer.
hell yeah.
Bring some margaritas. I've been craving a margarita. I haven't had a margarita in a minute. Like especially now that it's getting hot, I'm craving one so bad. But I do remember I was gonna bring up earlier. Fiesta. Fiesta's still opening up in June. Are y'all going? No, this year. It's coming. They not from what I heard, it's still happening in like June.
I mean, I'm gonna be vaccinated, so I'll be alright. Ready to get the fuck out of here.
I mean, look, man. From now on, all the events are coming back. They're coming back, man. And now they're just gonna be like, put on a mask, and then half the people are gonna have a chin diaper, and then half the people are gonna be wearing a mask, and then pulling it down to drink. So, God, it is what it is. That's gonna be how they're gonna get away with things, and
No,
I think we're gonna be all right. We survived Corona.
no, it's fine. I don't care about it like that, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm will go. Go or
Well,
not.
it's not like we were just fiesta goers that
Yeah.
we went every year before the Rona. So it's
But I did want to go
every
like,
year before, like,
Yeah,
yes or no?
every once in a while. But I feel like this year, since everybody's been so in the house, they want to get out. It's gonna be so packed.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be.
San Antonio people,
San Antonio are gonna
they
crank it up.
They love their fiesta, and
it's gonna be so lit though.
You
I
know,
already know it.
you know they miss it because they,
It's
they got
gonna-
pushed back and pushed back.
It's gonna be so crazy this year.
It's
Like I can already see it. Like the amount of fights, I can already see it. Like
why are you thinking of fights? I'm thinking like now I'm reminiscing on fiesta.
Oh, yeah.
And it sounds pretty deep. I'm like, let me go there.
yeah, you hear the cumbias.
And get day drunk listening to some cumbias and some tejano
Yeah,
and some good food.
Get some margarita, grab because they have like the New Orleans what is it?
Nyosa.
Yeah, it was not. They have the Nyosa, but like I know they have like a day. It's like a New Orleans like meal where they have like a whole like people taste of New Orleans. There you go. That's what it's called. So they just got like just what New Orleans food is. They have like a day for that. You get your chicken on a stick. I know people have been craving for chicken on a stick, jalapeno on a stick. You know.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be
I
it's
do.
gonna be lit.
It really is, and especially since it's not happening on April. It's usually an April event, but now it's gonna be June. It's gonna be
gonna be-
100 degrees.
It's gonna be hotter than ever. Those
It's
San
gonna be-
Antonio hoochies gonna
Yeah, it's gonna be.
they gonna show up for sure. Oh
yeah.
man.
Bring your sunscreen because the sun ain't no joke.
June. Nah, I hadn't heard like anything about it, but June, holy, it's so hot already.
It's like, yeah, like at least like it's been in like in the 80s or so. A blue moon.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We're already what 53 minutes. Call it an episode.
Let's call it a.
I highly suggest drinking this beer. If y'all do have it in y'all's town, city, wherever. If not, request it.
Find us at HEB.
If you're well they don't have it at every HEB. So certain HEBs have it. You gotta find the right one. But
Find it at a big HEB.
I
or a
highly
Plus.
suggest that this beer.
Yeah,
It's-
good beer,
It's a really good beer.
good drink. This was the open bar. Hold on, I don't like that. We never said. No,
Our
I'm
socials?
tripping. Whatever. I'm tripping, man. I hate this podcast. But all right, if we delete this,
No, I'm keeping this all on
Let
here.
me say the goodbyes.
Go for it.
Yeah, this was the show today. Hope everybody stuck to the end. Thank you for Manny for hosting us here yet again. We needed this because it's been a minute. This whole mobile podcast is doing all right, but if you're checking us out, thank you. Give us a follow. Follow our socials, Open Bar Pod everywhere.
Sir.
Thank you.